Jedi Jets custom collectibles, and today we will be unboxing the Batman Dark Knights of Steel, and I've already repainted 3 of these figures. I've put on mouthpieces and such. So first I'm going to be unboxing it, and it's really cool figure. I've loved the armor, but it's a bit too dull. So I'm gonna be doing that, and yeah, it's a really cool figure. The box, like every other McFarlane, is really nice, and yeah. I will be applying and painting with Angular black leather paint and Angular red acrylic leather paint, flexible metallic armor silver, and basic acrylics liquid X gold. Now I've cut both of those. Yeah, this figure's nice. I just don't like how the helmet does not match with the armor it should. That's one of the things that I do not care for. So the nice figure comes with that nice box, right? Background, probably oil painting. It's amazing art. And here's the figure. As you can see, clipping these off, not scratch the figure. And I love its sword, the gold and the silver. That's all the last part of it. Nothing like the smell, of the new figure. He's got a big chin, which I think not all Batmen have, but this one does. So it comes with its the sword pocket. I forgot what you call that. The sword actually. Yeah, sword actually goes in there. Looks nice, but yeah, it's very posable, as you can see. Do it split and its knees, like a lot of them. So first I will be taking my black acrylic leather paint, and I'll be taking that. Probably should shake it first. So, taking this. Getting the brush nice And you don't need to worry about painting the face. Just, in fact, to be safe, painting the eyes at all. We'll be taking this Faber-Castell. I might be saying that wrong, but and putting it right in its eyes. We won't really need to paint its face that much, but just for, yeah. There we go. There. Kind of looks like a Joker Batman now. And we're going to be applying it onto everything. Literally everything. I would have spray painted this, but I didn't have the right spray paint. So, plus it's the armor, the spray paint might have chipped off a little bit. So this is better. And we'll be putting a few coats of this on throughout painting it. Putting it in all the cracks and crevices. This brush is nice and big. You probably want one if you have an airbrush, which I do, but it's charging. So when I painted my first figure, this was actually my first figure I ever repainted. It was like 2 years ago. Repainted it in New York. I originally painted the armor silver, and then, but I took it back here and yeah, and I blackwashed it. I didn't like how his face was exposed. I didn't like his face, so I took the piece. I made a piece for his mouth out of epoxy, and it looked pretty cool. And I give that to my dad. This is my second coat for that. Well, on the front, at least. This is my second coat. The guy that I got inspired by this, he did something with the face where he made it a skull, and I thought that was really cool. But I wasn't. And we will be also replacing it with a cape. Not in this video, but you will, if you go onto my YouTube and Instagram account, you will see the finished product soon. With the painted eyes, he looks like a goober fish, kind of. Or it sounds like it. He looks like his name would be Goober. I will cut that cape off towards the end. His cape off. And once I've matte finished it, the paint actually really works. It's a bit wetter, so it's a bit damper, so it actually goes into the crevices better than normal acrylic paint. This is actually, yeah, I've tried to get better of the second time I repainted this figure. I started out with it black. I painted only the armor black, and then I silver dry brushed it, a lot of silver dry brush, and put gold on it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do this time, but make it a little different. I actually, after the silver dry brush, I actually gold dry brushed it, which was my first time gold dry brushing. And while we wait for this to dry, so we can put paint on the other side, we will take epoxy sculpt. You need 2 parts of it. The epoxy sculpt by Small Tongue. It smells bad, but all epoxy sculpt does. And it takes a little to dry. It does not dry in the sun like other types of clay, like sun-baked clay and stuff like that. It does not dry in heat. It dries in cold, so you need to put it in like your refrigerator or something for it to dry. And so you take, there's parts, there's part B and part A. Part A is black, as you can see, like charcoal, and part B is white. So, like, it's kind of hard, and part B is hard. And you will need to, like, mix them together First, you need to get them out. But you don't need too much. You just need enough, like this much of part A, or part B, and you need pretty much the same amount as part B for part A. So you take them, part A is the messiest, and you wrap it around, you mix them together. Yeah, they do not smell good at all. None. And you're not trying to make the shape yet. You know, put the lids back on so they don't dry out. You can see it's now grayish color, not completely black. So you take that grayish and you roll it out. So it's kind of that. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm trying to make it dented. And yeah. And we'll actually be applying our second coat with this on. So I'll take a little off because that's a bit too much. And just kind of making it that basic mask shape. And cutting that off, putting it on, and now I'm going to be putting it on. No, that's way too much. Yeah, take this off. Yeah, there we go, that's enough. So now we're going to be making that basic mask shape. Putting it on. Yeah, you can make the mouth the messiest part if you wanted. Because, yeah, like the mouth doesn't need to look good because it will just be hidden. And if you want, you can let this mask dry and it can, and you can put it on and like snap it on so it's removable, but I don't want that. If then you would have to make your mouth nice. It's hard, but yeah, it's worth it. And now we are putting that on. Making it will take, yeah. And now the mask is on. It's secured. And yeah, I've sharpened it a little. I'm going to put the first coat on just on the face. And as you can see, now it looks like it never was without a mask. Now it actually makes sense for Batman because everyone knows that he's like like Spider-Man. No one knows if it's a he or she, or if it's even a human. But yeah, for now he actually looks like he could be like a knight, you know. So now I'll be applying my second coat to the whole entire body. And this is leather paint, so it's flexible. It won't peel off or be sticky once it hardens onto like this his I forgot what it's called, and his armor. Anything floppy like that actually can be used on cloth and such. Now we'll let this dry, but we're this step now will be the one of the steps that we do while it's wet. The figure's wet. We will be taking this Angular red leather paint too, and as you can see, it comes with a brush already on it, unlike the black, which I actually really like. And we'll be putting it on only to right here though. Well, around the whole thing, but only to this part. As you can see, we've already added a little red, and then we will be taking this brush actually. Small, we'll be taking the excess paint off of here and wiping it down, taking it off. It's okay, and then we will be blending it. Sometimes, if you want, you can do this with your fingers. Just gets them messier though. And we'll be getting the paint off there, there. And we will also be putting a little on the cowl area right there. Because we will be, yeah, we'll just put a little right there. I don't know if you can, but I have chickens and you might be able to hear them squawking a little. And we're just gonna dry brush it a little, only a little, on the armor. So it looks like stained blood. Only on a little bit of the armor. Like on the tips of his shoes, like he kicked someone in the mouth. And you can see it looks pretty nice. Actually coming along pretty well. And now, actually, I think that's dry enough. It's overcast, but the sun's powerful right now, as you can see. Wait, let me close one of my curtains and turn my light on. There we go. Now you can see the red a bit better. And, I actually think we're good to put a little bit of this, the effects armor metallic color. It is metallic silver. Just got a little black paint on me from this. So we've got, and we will be taking here a dry brush. It's very nice. Let's see, fluffy, and we'll be taking and applying this. We wipe off 70% of the paint off, and we start dry brushing. As you can see, it's making that really nice sheen, which I really love. I'll take a little bit more. It's making that really cool gloss effect. But that's only because it's a little wet. And because the figure's a little wet. As you can see, this is it lately. And I will be painting the back. I just wanted to finish the front, show you the difference between this and this. So now I will be doing the back. I think I might actually take off this cape now. Yes. I will be taking the cape off in 1 sec. I'm just going to, first, I'm going to paint the sword last, of course. And then, I'm going to cut the cape off now. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do the exact same. So first I'm going to obviously do the black, apply the black, and then so I will be right, I'm going to do that real quick. First, I will cut off the cape right here. I'm actually going to do it with scissors, because the X-Acto knife, it's harder to do with. It's actually easier to do with scissors. As you can see, I've cut the cape off. Now I'm going to cut it. Yeah, that's good. And then now I will be applying the black once again. Fingers are all covered in black paint. I've got a dog right now, and he's just rolling around in my bed. His name's King. He's a King Charles Spaniel. So I feel like we named him right. So it's actually kind of cold here in Florida. Cold winter day. Normally, you should do the black all over the body first, and then the details and everything. But I actually haven't gotten to the details, and I was so excited to do the red and stuff. The red was actually supposed to go last, but I just wanted to show you guys. I don't know why they didn't. I haven't read the comic, but I've seen the cover, and his armor actually looks really cool in there. It's shiny and like like on this figure, I feel like the armor was a little too dull. Not enough happening. Now we have finished that. Now we're letting this dry. And I said we were going to do the sword last, but I don't think so now. We're going to be painting it completely black. As you can see, I'm painting it completely black. And yeah, this is the sword is amazing. I just need to make it look very dirty. And that's not by painting it completely black. Now I will be using my fingers because it'd be too hard with a little brush to blend it from black to silver and rub in the black there. It's okay to leave a little gold because I'm actually doing that on purpose. Leaving gold in that. I actually rubbed it off a little right there. But now we will start actually starting to paint the back with the red Angelus. 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 Yeah, Angelus. Angelus. I don't know how that's pronounced. Um, you might have just heard my dog. And we are applying a little bit of the Angelus red on the back. Now I'm going to take the exact same brush that we used for the other one, the other side, and take that off. Start putting it on. I'm still on. It's quite enough. The way I'm painting it now, he seems more like Batman than a knight, which I will be adding some of those back, some of those knight features. Only thing that, yeah, I wish they added the bat symbol to it. That's all that I wished they would do more of. It's a great figure, I have to say. I'll just be adding some of that red there. As you can see. Love how that feels. And I'm applying a little bit of black into that red so it's not super bright. So it's still a little dirty and warm. Smoothing some of that black out just so that actually mixing it in with a little black. There. And as you can see, that color, that blackish red, that dark red, be applying a little bit of that. Yeah. Lots of animals here in Florida. Little squirrels, hawks, crows. There's actually a bald eagle nest in a tree right by my house. Yeah, lots of critters. But it's nice. It feels good. I mean, we are like an hour and a half away from the Everglades. So, but yeah, now we have finished with the red, and now we will go on to the silver dry brushing, which will be nice. To add that little bit of silver dry brushing in the back will soon look like the front. Okay. I'm actually applying it really fast. If I did it slower, just want it, yeah, I don't know. Just want it to feel the same. To do it slow, then fast, it feels like something's really going on. And as you can see, still got that little black on the side. Ah, right there. Jeez. Okay. Figure almost fell on the drawing paint. And I've got to add a little bit more of that red, black to right here. To the cowl. And put that little bit black right there. There we go. Yeah. Oh, still got some right there. And as you can see, it is almost finished. It's looking pretty cool. I like how the sheen of the silver just really pops. I'll be taking this Faber-Castell off. His eyes will be completely untouched. I don't know if you can see his eyes. The eyes are actually, you can actually feel life in them. They're actually really good. Now pretty much all we need to do is it's a little bit more dry brushing and the sword. Dry brushing the face. Oh, and the gold. Almost got that gold out for nothing. And this gold will be applied on right. Let me show you. Yeah. Where is it? Here. There it is. Yeah, this works. Okay. It will be applied on with this. You can see it's that nice gold. But I'm actually mixing red in with it. Applying it right there. So it's that like bronze color. Now as you can see, it looks super nice. It's like royal, and we will be taking this color. I don't want to put it on this that much, a whole pile of it. That'll be a little wasteful. And put it right there. I'll be taking that. applying a little bit of it right there. Just right there on that edge. And you can barely see it, but it just looks so nice. And you can see I added that gold, so it adds that little warmth to it, and I'll be taking the rest a little bit more red to brighten it up. I'll put it a little more, just a little. Mix in that darker red. Put it on the edges. Kind of dry brushing it actually. Just so it gets that brighter color. I already did this on the other side. And now the sword remains, just the sword. That's what we will be using the rest of the gold for. We will be applying it with the dry brush, same one that we used for the silver. So it could get that little silver sheen. I actually really like that. It looks really cool. That golden silver. And as you can see, I will not put it in yet, but I was just showing you a little of what it will look like. And I'll take this little screwdriver, and you see that little cut right there? Those put there, I'm going to add it down right here and put little dents right there. Little dents and stuff. You can actually, once it's thicker, you can actually see the silver better. I'm going actually to build it into the nose so it looks like the same thing. It looks like it's not removable. You just have to remove it right there. And I actually think this turned out pretty well. I'd say to myself, yeah. And once again, this is Jedi Jets Customs, and search that, and you'll find me. It has a little guy with an Oni mask that I drew a while ago. And yeah, so Jedi Jets Customs, you can find me. Thank you for watching.